Hello everyone, welcome to Srinivas Ramanujan channel. The topic we are going to look today is problems on simple interest. Previously I explained some questions basing on this simple interest. This is just the extension of the previous topic. So let us move to the first question. A sum of money amounts to 815 in 3 years and 854 in 4 years at simple interest. So the sum is. So here it is clearly given that both this 815 and 854 are amounts. So this is the amount in 3 years and this is the amount in 4 years at simple interest. This condition is very important. Either it is simple interest or compound interest, that we have to get a clear idea. Now we are going to calculate the sum. Sum means principal we are going to calculate here. So in 3 years the amount is 815, in 4 years it is 854. That means after 1 year this is changed as 854. Now we are going to calculate the difference between these two values. So that difference will give us the interest. So after 1 year some amount is added to 815. So that extra amount will give us the interest in 1 year. So that we have to calculate. Very simply we can calculate the interest here without using the amount formula. So interest is equals to, that means interest in 1 year is equals to. Why we are calculating here for 1 year? Because here the difference between these 2 years is 1 year only. So in 1 year it is 854 minus 815, which is rupees 39. So in 1 year the interest is 39. Now we'll calculate the interest for 3 years. Simply 3 into 39. So rupees 117, which is the interest for 3 years. Here for 3 years we have amount also. So what's the amount for 3 years here? Amount is rupees 815. So for 3 years we have interest value and also amount value. So directly we can calculate the principal because we know the formula for principal, which is A minus I. A is amount 815 minus 117. What is this value? Rupees 698. So this is the principal. Next question. A sum fetched a total simple interest of 4016.25 at the rate of interest 9% per annum in 5 years. So what is the sum? A sum fetched a total simple interest of 4016.25. So this is the interest at the rate percentage 9 in 5 years. So what is the sum? So directly we can calculate the principal here. Principal is equal to, we know the formula, no? I into 100 by T into R. What is I here? That means 4016.25 into 100 by TR. T is nothing but 5, R is nothing but 9, rate of interest. Now, if we give these two zeros, that means when we are multiplying any decimal with 10, 100 or 1000, the decimal will be shifted to right side. So, this decimal will be shifted 4016.25. So, this 100 will be disappeared by 5 into 9. So, just I'll cancel here 5 table. 5 8 are 40 and 5 0 jar and 5 3 is 15 and 12 means 5 2 jar 10, 25 means 5 jar. Now, 9 table I'll cancel here. So, 9 table here, 9 8 jar 72. And 83 means 9 9 jar 81 and 22 means 9 2 jar 18, 45, which is 5 jar. So what we got here? 8925. This is the sum. 8925, this which is the sum. Next question. Reena took a loan of 1200 at simple interest for as many years as the rate of interest. So she took a loan of 1200. That means loan means this is the principal. At simple interest for as many years as the rate of interest. So here we have to underline very important point. As many years as the rate of interest. That means it is clear that as many as years as the rate of interest. So rate of interest and the years means number of years both are same. If she paid 432 as the interest at the end of the loan period. If she paid 432 as the interest. So this is the interest. What was the rate of interest? So we are going to calculate the rate of interest. So first of all, principal is rupees 1200 and time period and rate of interest both are same. Time and rate both are same. And what's the interest here? Which is 432. So we are going to calculate the rate of interest. This we are going to calculate here. So what's the formula for rate of interest? R is equals to I into 100 by P into T. So this is the formula. I value is 432 into 100 by P into T. P is 1200. T and R both are same. So I am just writing here R. So R is equals to these two zeros cancel, and 12 table here, 12 3s are 36, 72 means 12 6 are. So we got here 36 by R. So we got an equation here, no? So just do the cross multiplication, or this division value you have to send that side, R into R. It becomes R into R. And 36, that can be written as 6 into 6. So just to compare these two sides, you'll get R as exactly 6%. This is the rate of interest, right? So in this way, we can calculate the rate of interest. If you like my video, please like, comment, share and subscribe to Srinivas Ramanujan channel. Thank you.